Hey, deserving listeners, Love is Blind. Let's check it out.
No one's ever loved me. I need someone to love me more than anything as well, okay? I have to be real with you.
Honestly, I know it's not going to be easy, but like...
Okay, that's interesting. No, is he referring to the pods that Jasmine didn't love him? Is he referring to some kind of trauma? Is that something that an immature person would say? And that he's not really coming from an adult place of realism, and he's more from an innocent, naive place of he doesn't care who or why, he just wants someone to love him, which hopefully you all go through when you're young, when the consequences are lower. And then you learn, oh, it's not just getting someone to love me, it's having mutual love and compatibility. It's much more important. And so I have to have other boxes to check. Let's rewind that.
I really love you. I really do. I really do.
No one's ever loved me.
No one's ever loved me. Let's put that on the notes. No one's ever loved me. Wow. Well, now I feel bad for him.
I need someone to love me more than anything as well, okay?
I need to have someone love me. It kind of changes the first statements. I have to be real with you.
To be real with you.
Honestly, I know it's not going to be easy, but like, even from the first day, like, you made me feel such at ease. I want you to know that, like, you are accepted, you are loved, like, regardless, and, like, there's just so much love here, okay?
It was very intuitive of Nicole. That was what he was getting at. And it almost seemed like he was panicking. And so she attuned to that and addressed that. It's good.
This is why I'm going to do what I'm going to do now. And I can't believe I'm doing this because I never thought in my life I was ever going to do this.
Oh my gosh.
My hand is against the glass, Nicole. I'm hoping this is the only time in my life I'm ever going to say this.
What's he going to say? Psych! No, just joking. Well, now I feel bad that I was questioning him. But should I be questioning him?
Nicole, will you marry me?
Yes, I will. I really will.
Poor Ben. Well, Ben, you really dropped the ball when it was in your court. Is that a mixed metaphor? She laid it right over the plate, and you didn't take a swing. And then in the one-on-one interview, you're like, I think I'm falling in love. And I said in reaction, you probably should have said that 5 minutes ago with Nicole. So, well.
Oh my God. But I am engaged. Please. You said all the right things. I'm just going to have to trust that.
So that was edited funny. It was clearly two different statements from two different times. Let's rewind that.
Please. You said all the right things. I'm just going to have to trust that.
I mean, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can clearly hear a different room that she's in. The reverb is completely different. Also, when she says that first phrase, he said all the right things. She's about to say something else, and they didn't edit it very well. It's like, she said all the right things. And then, so I'm going to assume that she did not say that right after the proposal, the way that they're making it look. But I don't know. Maybe she is having second thoughts. They also changed the mood music to make it seem like she instantly had second thoughts, which, would be normal. But, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're Nicole, you're going into that date thinking, I'm on the fence here. I think he might not be the one for me. He's faking, and then all of a sudden you leave the date engaged. It's a pretty big turnaround.
It's a tough decision, but I'm just going with what I feel instinctively right now. And I know it's complex things, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the dilemma of this show for some of these folks, that it's too quick of a time. You just don't know. Now, I think they have 2 months to take a test drive. So there's that. And she's about to say that, but then, if she passed up Ben, but that doesn't usually, well, I don't know. Sometimes, if things don't work out with Sam, especially if the Bens of the world don't meet up with anyone else. Did Ben like anyone else? No, he was all for Nicole in terms of the edit. So, yeah. She says she has complex feelings. Yeah. That would be normal. But often on the show, people are like, I'm totally sure, and this is awesome, and da-da-da. Well, and then you wonder about love bombing-ish kinds of behaviors where Sam is like, I need to rush forward. So I guess, but then you think, well, that's romantic. That's what you do. You run in the rain. You catch her as she's trying to get on the bus, and you say, "You're my snuggle bun." I'm writing a script in my head, and then she goes, "Oh," and the music swells, and then the end, and you don't have to deal with the story where you actually start arguing all the time and, and experience each other's incompatibilities and your schemas and your family traumas. So, wow, Kirk, what a romantic you are. Yeah. I wonder what's going on with her right now. Yeah, sometimes you have a lot of pain and you cry, and it's not some indication of some dark thing. But I wonder what she's feeling, what's being evoked for her. The way it seemed, well, sometimes we can look at what caused the tears to kind of burst forth. Let's rewind.
Going with what I feel instinctively right now. And I know it's complex things, and
yeah, she says it's complex. That's what provoked it. She feels complex because I think this is I'm going to take a guess. These tears seem similarly toned as when she was referring to her, I believe, her previous marriage, in which she was alluding to having been betrayed. One of the things that they do on the show, which is annoying, is I've heard from cast members and from my contact on the show that they get real deep and personal in the pods and talk extensively about past things. And they hardly include any of it. Like I learned that with Jeremy last season, Jeremy and Laura, I don't know, I'm doing this, but I'd heard from my contact on the show that Jeremy had in the pods told everybody. In fact, I think some of the other cast members said this, that he had been married before, right? Was that it? Some sort of past thing that they made it kind of look, or maybe it was just inadvertent, that he wasn't telling people about those kinds of things. So I wish that they just would have included. Sometimes I wish there's so much footage. I wish that this show was double the length, honestly, and they could give us some of that stuff. But anyway, I think that in rewatching this tearing up scene, I think that's what's happening for her. She's like complex feelings and hurt of the previous relationship, of being lied to. And she wonders if she's being lied to again. She also had that major question mark earlier this day, which, even though she wasn't sure, could also provoke a lot of pain of just like, it's happening again. So, but I don't know, there seems to be something else here too, some kind of defenselessness or locus of control thing where life is inevitably harmful to her, or I don't know, just a stretch, but some kind of thing like that.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? It seems like she's already written the story that she is right now and will be harmed and betrayed. And then you wonder, is it some sort of subconscious sabotage? I'm writing so many stories in my head, I have no idea. All right, so the rest of this video is just going to be for members of the YouTube channel. So if you want to become a member, click the join button below. Otherwise, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.